Jaylen Carter is one of the best defensive tackles in football already, and I want you guys to change my mind if you think otherwise. But the reason I think he is so good at football is not because what he puts in the box score, which sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's not too much, but it's what is outside of the box score, the little things that he does that doesn't show up on the stat sheet that's so important. For example, we're going to get a 4-man rush. All right, so they're going to send these 4 guys here up front. Now, usually the NFL has been very consistent, right? They would run a 5-man scat, we're going to see here, 5-man scat protection. Now, what that means is basically they're going to have a slide side and a man side. Now, normally what teams love to do versus the Eagles is slide to Jaylen Carter's side, which would cause a little bit of a double team. Obviously, right? You got your guard and your center on Jaylen Carter, then you got one-on-ones everywhere else. However, on this play specifically, they said, you know what, let's slide this way, okay? So what that does is create a double team on this right side, and then one-on-ones to this side, okay? Now listen, I am not someone who's going to advocate for you to leave one-on-one with Jaylen Carter, because watch this. Get a little pre-snap motion, now you have nobody. Now you have nobody in the backfield. Just in case Jaylen Carter does come in, you're screwed, right? So here we go. Jaylen Carter absolutely going to pay them bad right here. Boom. Right past the boom. Split second. Now, the fact that we get that right there, watch this. So he gets past, and now he forces Jaden Daniels to the outside, right into the arms of the outside edge rusher. So he's going to step back in, and here comes Josh Sweat, right? Look at how he is able to create a sack. That's not going to go on the stat sheet. It's not. But what he did, was demoralize this right guard. I mean, dude, throws him to the side. Threw him to the side. And creates a sack opportunity for his teammate. If you're not double teaming Jaylen Carter, you're not doing something right. You're not, right? In this video, I wanted to break down a ton of Jaylen Carter film, and I wanted to show you exactly why, if he's not number 1, he's definitely in the top 3 of all defensive tackles in the NFL. Before we dive into the video, if you want a part 2, because again, I'm just going to cover Jaylen Carter in this video. If you want me to cover the secondary or Nakobe Dean or Cooper DeJean, whatever you want me to cover, let me know in the comments. But more importantly, hit the like button. Let's get right into the video. Alright, here's another big time play by Jaylen Carter. Now we're going to see the center pull this way. We're going to see these guys pull this way, right? We're really trying to sell the run to the left and then have a kind of like a bootleg run by Jayden Daniels to this right side. But watch what Jaylen Carter is able to do here, right? So he's going to bounce right through this center, who I get, right? He is supposed to be pulling, so I don't know if he really wants to block him anyway, but Jaylen Carter is able to do something really special here, right? And not a lot of people really notice this, but since he's able to get through, he changes Jayden Daniels, running lane, right? Normally, he just wants to go right here. He wants to make this quick, and he wants to make this simple. Just get up the field, right? But instead, since Jaylen Carter is right there, he is now forced to extend this way back, right? And again, what that does is allow the second and third level defenders to get in that area, right? All of these guys. So not only was he a major factor, but he reroutes Jayden Daniels into, a loop instead of just a go, and you get stopped short on 4th down. This was a huge play, momentum swinging play here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And look at Jaylen Carter, man. Look at this. Just gets right through. Almost had a sack or whatever you want to call a tackle for loss. I mean, man, this dude is an absolute monster. But what's special about Jaylen Carter is not only how good he is on the interior, getting to pressure on the quarterback, but also what he does in the running game as well. Let's look. All right, and let's talk about it, right? Here's a big running stop in the backfield, big little TFL. Commander showing a lot of eye candy, moving Noah Brown from left to right and then back to the right side, trying to get that fake jet motion going, trying to move these second level defenders to that right side as they're going to run these pulling center and pulling tackle, or pulling guard, I should say, to this right side. Then they're going to have 71, right? Try to maintain Jaylen Carter. Again, you cannot leave this guy with one-on-ones. You can't. He's too quick and he's too strong. So look, you got the pulling center, you got the pulling guard, and then you got the tackle, right? He's trying to get Jaylen Carter. I mean, you weren't even close. Weren't even close to getting Jaylen Carter, and then boom, diving tackle. Unbelievable. Lost of 3 yards just like that. And again, let's actually watch this pre-snap motion. Does it work? So not really. None of these linebackers rotated at all with that jet motion. We had the outside contained anyway. So it looks like this is, maybe an RPO. You can either hand, or just a read option, hand that football off or keep it to the outside. Looked like they contained this super well to the outside. So the only thing you can do is hand this football off, and man, I guarantee you they were second guessing themselves right after this one. Really? One guy on Jaylen Carter? That tackle had no chance. No chance at all. Now, before we get any further into the video, guys, still have a decent amount of film I want to watch. Do me a big time favor, hit the like button if you want a part 3, right? We made a part 1 yesterday covering Quinyon Mitchell. You guys can go check that one out. Today's Jaylen Carter. Tomorrow could be Nakobe Dean or Nolan Smith or the entirety of the offense. Whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered. Join the family, hit the like button. If this video gets over 500 likes, expect the part 3, maybe even tomorrow. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering the Eagles throughout the entirety of the season, which means offense, defense, individual player breakdown for almost every single game this season. We got you guys covered. Join the family if you haven't already done so, and turn on post notifications. That way you're notified every time we post a video. With that being said, let's dive back into the film. All right, here's another run, right? We're going to get a little misdirection. It's going to look like an inside zone. He's going to want to bounce it to the outside here. We're going to move these offensive line, right, in this direction. Watch Jaylen Carter. Watch this dude right here, top of your screen. So initially, he's going to act like he's going to go inside, and then boom, just move him to the left. Move him out of the way. He's going to contain the edge while getting held here. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but he is getting held, right? Cut back by the running back, and there's Jaylen Carter right there, wraps him up, gain of nothing. Nakobe Dean comes in, stops him in the backfield as well. This was a huge play by Jaylen Carter because it looks like a double team is coming. Looks like they're going to just really move, right? Move these guys in this direction. Don't matter. It don't matter when you have a guy like Jaylen Carter. It really don't. I'm sorry to tell you, but if you ever think that you can guard this guy, yeah, I think you need to rethink. All right, here's another really good play. This is actually very creative. So now the center is going to slide over to Jaylen Carter's side, right? We're going to get a halfback draw. So you're going to see Jaden Daniels quickly look to his left. The game plan, the strategy behind this is get these second level defenders to drop back even further just because they think it's a pass, right? Opening up that second level of the field for potentially a big play, right? So since they're trying to throw two guys over here, slide to that right, we're going to get this interior defender. He's actually going to shoot through this gap, and then Carter's going to bounce around the edge. This is a really good scheme here because they slide that to Jaylen Carter, right? Boom, you slide, 59, I believe, gets through there, spins his way into the backfield, and now here comes Jaylen Carter, absolutely demoralize that offensive line, and the draw goes for a loss of yards. I mean, you can't make these things up, man. This team is so good, man. Everything they do, they're only getting better. The scary thing about the Eagles, if we're being honest, is how young they are, right? Quinyon, Cooper, Jaylen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Nolan Smith, and Keeley Ringo. And as these guys get older, I don't know, man. This team's going to be scary. And you're going to see them. They're going to have a ton of cap space over the next couple of years because of how young they are on this defense, right? You'll see Darius Slay probably go at some point. This team's going to have a ton of cap space, and they're going to have a lot of spending money at some point coming up soon. I'd have to guess. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. Let me know in the comments, but you could tell. At the very least, this defense, the future, is going to be bright. Alright, real quickly, before we deep dive back into the video, go check out Underdog. They're going crazy right now. The amount of opportunities you have to win money is insane. Not only are they giving 31% profit boosts, but they also have fun games like higher, lower. They have drafts that you can play, fantasy drafts, right? But man, they have some of the best opportunities and make football so much more fun to watch. Like, let's put in something, right? We got Jordan Mason over 83 yards. So let's look at the Washington Commanders here. Let's see what they got going on for Jaden Daniels. And let's go Jaden Daniels over 229 passing yards. I think he's going to eat up the Ravens defense passing the ball wise. Let's lock that in. And if we just wanted to do that, we can throw, just say 10 to win 30. But you can go up to 5 picks, win up to 100 times your money, and just load up, man. I mean, they're giving you so many opportunities. And get this. Not only if you sign up using my promo code, link in the description, they're going to match your first deposit up to 50%. So if you put in $1,000, they're going to give you $500 free. But also, on top of that, when you sign up, they're going to give you a free square. Now, basically what that means is the first play you're going to get is, for example, Jaden Daniels over half a yard. Guys, the freest money you'll ever win in your life. This is so much fun. You don't have to just bet on the Commanders. You can do MLB, you can do WNBA, NHL, MMA, tennis. NBA is coming soon, right? They have so many things to pick from. And look at this. If we just want to look at DK Metcalf, you can go over targets, first quarter receiving yards, first touchdown score of the game with 4.54 times your money, right? That would turn it into 10 for 313. Guys, this is so much fun. Go check it out, and let's get back to the video. All right, here's another one. Jaylen Carter right here. Watch this guard really try to throw all his body strength into Jaylen Carter, and Carter just beats him, man. He just gets around him. Look at this. Whoop. Easy money. And now being able to redirect, right? To change the direction, that's something that surprises me with Jaylen Carter. Is his ability to change direction. Look at him. He's always fighting, always wants to make big time plays. This dude's an absolute dog, man. Look at that. I mean, the guard's on the ground. And really good play there by Jaylen Carter. Here's another one. Watch him just get right through here again. Big time tackle we watched down a little while ago. I mean, you can watch all these plays. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just trying to show you some different angles here. Look at that one. Gets it to the backfield. Oh my dude. Wow. This dude's a monster. Dude's an absolute monster. I don't think you can guard him. I don't think there's any possible way that you come into a game saying, all right, we're going to stop Jaylen Carter today. It's not happening. It's not happening. So with that being said, want to show you some other angles, but we're going to end the video here. Jaylen Carter is an absolute animal. He's a dog. He's one of the best defensive tackles in football. Changed my mind. Changed my mind. I dare you. I don't know. I just, maybe, Chris Jones, obviously, but he's coming. Jaylen Carter, he's getting up there, and I would not be surprised at all if he ends up being one of the best in the league in a year or two. Really, honestly. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and if we get enough likes, expect a part 3 for tomorrow. Peace.